You may think your loneliness is a sign that you are broken, but it is also proof that you are searching for something real. Beneath your isolation, beneath the ache of feeling invisible or different, there is a longing that never quite rests, a longing to connect, to be recognized, to belong somewhere, somehow, even if you barely admit it aloud. This longing is not weakness, it is the pulse of your humanity, the same current that once drew strangers to huddle around a fire in the dark, sharing warmth under a sky too vast to face alone. Feeling apart is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of a question. How do I cross the distance between myself and the world? Every time you step outside, a silent negotiation begins. You weigh the comfort of solitude against the risks of exposure. There is a tension, like the taut string of a bow, between hiding and reaching out. You want to be seen, but the glare of attention can sting. You crave connection, but fear it may wound you. You are not alone in this. Every human heart carries the same paradox, sheltering both the wish to merge and the urge to withdraw. Think of a hedgehog in winter. It curls into itself, spines bristling, trying to keep out the cold. Yet, in the deepest freeze, hedgehogs sometimes huddle together, risking the prick of each other's quills for the sake of shared heat. This is the dilemma of social anxiety. The closer you get, the more vulnerable you feel, but the cost of isolation is also sharp. The warmth of others is enticing, but it comes with the risk of pain. You may look at others and imagine they belong to a secret club, one where ease and acceptance are handed out at the door. Everyone seems to know the rules but you. Their laughter floats down corridors, their faces gather in clusters at tables, and you are left on the edge, watching, wondering how to find your way in. The world can seem like a party you were never invited to, your silence a badge of exclusion. But belonging is rarely as simple as it looks from the outside. The people you admire may also feel unsteady, their confidence a carefully constructed mask. If you could see beneath the surface, you might find that everyone is carrying the same secret doubts, the same fear of exposure, the same longing for a place to rest. The world is not divided into insiders and outsiders. It is a web of fragile bridges, half-built, trembling between islands of solitude. Perhaps you have tried to cross these bridges before. You may have reached out, only to feel your words fall flat, your gestures misread, your presence unnoticed. The sting of rejection lingers long after the moment has passed. It is easy to decide, after a few painful encounters, that the risk isn't worth it, that it is safer to stay hidden. The mind spins stories to keep you protected. They don't want me here. I'm too different. I don't belong. These stories are not facts. They are old spells, cast in moments of vulnerability, repeated until they harden into belief. But beliefs can be softened, like wax warmed by a gentle flame. The first step is to notice the story as it rises, the whisper that says you are invisible, the chill that makes you pull back. You do not have to fight these feelings. You only have to greet them, as you would an anxious child. I see you, you can say, but I am not you. The feeling of invisibility is not proof of your absence. In fact, it is a sign that you are alive to the world, sensitive to the charge of being witnessed. Visibility is a double-edged sword. To be seen is to risk being misunderstood, but it is also to risk being understood. The exposure you fear may be the very light that allows you to grow. Imagine a seed hidden in soil. For a time, darkness is safety, but eventually, the urge to reach the sun becomes irresistible. The seed splits, sending up a fragile shoot. It does not know what the sky holds, sun or storm, warmth or frost, but it rises anyway, drawn by something older than fear. You are that shoot, trembling at the threshold of visibility, pushed by a force that wants you to live. If you feel that you do not belong in this world, it may be because you are trying to fit yourself into spaces that were not made for you. There are places where your gifts, your quirks, your quietness or intensity will be welcomed as blessings. The task is not to erase your differences, but to find the soil where they can take root. Belonging is not about shrinking to fit. It is about growing into the shape of your own soul. Sometimes the world offers few opportunities to connect, no obvious communities, no open doors. In these deserts, it is tempting to give up, to tell yourself that there is simply nowhere for you. But deserts bloom in unexpected ways. A single, persistent seed can crack open stone. A chance encounter can change the course of a lonely path. Possibility is rarely obvious. It must be sought with patience and an open heart. You may wish that socializing were easy, that friendship would come as naturally as breathing. You may envy those who seem to collect companions without effort. But for many, connection is a skill, not a gift, a practice of trial and error, awkwardness and repair. Like learning a language, it begins with fumbling phrases, half-understood gestures, and the courage to keep trying even when you feel foolish. The fear of rejection is ancient, rooted in the old animal mind. Once, to be cast out from the group was to face the night alone, unprotected. Your nervous system remembers this, firing alarms at every sign of exclusion. But you are not powerless in the face of these alarms. Like a wise shepherd calming a startled flock, you can soothe your own body, remind it that the threat is not as dire as it feels. Try this. When anxiety rises, place a hand on your chest and breathe slowly. Inhale, counting to 4. Exhale, counting to 6. Feel the steady pulse beneath your palm. This body, with all its fear and longing, is your companion. You do not have to force yourself into connection. You can begin by befriending yourself, offering the kindness you wish to find in others. Often, the mind demands guarantees. If I reach out, will I be accepted? If I show myself, will I be safe? But life offers no contracts, only invitations. Every encounter is a step into the unknown, a dance of risk and reward. You cannot control others' responses, but you can choose to keep showing up again and again, like the tide returning to the shore. Think of the moon circling the earth, its face changing night by night. Sometimes it is brilliant, sometimes hidden, but always present, always moving in its silent orbit. You too can allow your presence to wax and wane, showing as much or as little as feels safe. Connection does not require constant exposure. It is built in cycles, with space for retreat and return. There is a wisdom in pacing yourself. If crowds overwhelm you, seek one quiet conversation. If words feel heavy, offer a smile or a nod. Small gestures are pebbles cast into the pond of human contact. Their ripples may reach farther than you know. You do not have to leap into intimacy. You can wade in, ankle deep, testing the water one step at a time. Today, try making gentle eye contact with a stranger, a cashier, a neighbor, someone passing on the street. Notice the warmth or neutrality in their gaze. You are practicing the art of being seen, testing the edges of your comfort, expanding your circle of presence by a single degree. If you have no obvious places to meet others, you can become a place. Host a tiny ritual for yourself, a cup of tea by candlelight, a walk in the park, a book read in a cafe. In these moments, you signal to the world that you are open to encounter, even if it is only with yourself. The energy you cultivate in solitude will draw others to you, slowly, like moths to a gentle flame. It is easy to believe that everyone else has more chances, more invitations, more luck. But opportunities often begin with the smallest of openings, a shared glance, a question asked, a willingness to linger a moment longer. Sometimes the door you seek is invisible until you knock. If you cannot find a path, you are allowed to make one. The risk may never feel small. Vulnerability is exposure of the softest parts, but the reward is not measured in quantity, how many friends, how many conversations, but in the quality of presence. One true meeting of eyes, one moment of feeling recognized, can nourish you for days. The world is full of fleeting connections that matter more than you think. Imagine yourself as a bridge, spanning the distance between two shores. You do not have to be grand or crowded. Even the smallest bridge can carry a single traveler across a river of loneliness. Every time you reach out, you strengthen this bridge, laying stone upon stone, even if your hands shake as you work. There will be days when the bridge seems to vanish, swallowed by mist. On these days, your task is only to wait and tend your own side of the river. Connection ebbs and flows. Absence is not failure, but part of the natural rhythm. Trust that the mist will lift, that the path will reappear when the time is right. The longing to belong is not a flaw, it is a compass, pointing you toward what matters. If you feel out of place in this world, it may be because you are called to create a new place, a gathering that did not exist before you. Your difference is not a curse, but a gift, a spark that can kindle a new fire. Do not measure yourself against the ease of others. The path to connection is not a race, but a pilgrimage. Each step, however small, is sacred. The awkward silences, the stumbles, the missed cues, they are all part of the journey, shaping you into someone capable of genuine encounter. When shame rises, when you blush, stammer, or wish you could disappear, remember that these are signs of caring, not failure. Only those who risk, who want to matter, can feel the sting of shame. Let it be a signal, not to retreat, but to soften. You are not alone in your embarrassment. Millions have stood where you stand. Humiliation is a teacher, harsh but honest. It strips away pretense, leaving only the raw truth. You are human, imperfect, seeking connection like everyone else. If you can meet your own shame with kindness, you create a pocket of safety within. From this refuge you can venture out again, a little braver each time. It helps to remember that connection is not always immediate. Trees in a forest intertwine their roots underground, sharing nourishment out of sight. You may not see the bonds you are forming, but they are there, growing quietly beneath the surface. Trust in slow growth, trust in the unseen. If you fear that you are too much or too little, too intense, too quiet, too odd, know that the world needs all kinds of voices. The orchestra is made richer by every instrument, even the ones that play softly or in unexpected keys. Your presence changes the music, even if you do not always hear your own note. Opportunities may be scarce, but you can become an opportunity for someone else. Notice the person on the edge of the room, the one who seems as uncertain as you. Offer a word, a smile, a question. In reaching out, you become a bridge for another, and in doing so, strengthen your own sense of belonging. The mind is skilled at predicting disaster. It replays old wounds, magnifies slights, invents catastrophes. But these are shadows on the wall, not the shape of the room. You can acknowledge the fear, then gently redirect your focus to what is actually happening now. What if, just this once, things go well? You do not have to wait for confidence before acting. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move with it. Like a swimmer stepping into cold water, the first moments are always a shock, but your body adjusts. Each plunge makes the next easier, until what once seemed unbearable becomes familiar, even welcome. If you feel invisible, remember that invisibility is a kind of power. It allows you to watch, to listen, to gather insight. When you do choose to reveal yourself, you do so with intention, not by accident. Your presence, once offered, is a gift, not a demand. You are not obliged to be on display. Some days, no matter what you try, connection will feel out of reach. Loneliness is a winter, necessary for the roots to deepen. On these days, tend your inner fire. Write a letter you never send, draw, sing, walk, or pray. These acts are signals, like lanterns hung in the dark, guiding you back to yourself. The world is full of places you have not yet discovered. Some are physical, libraries, gardens, quiet corners of the web. Some are moments, shared glances, brief conversations, the silent company of strangers in a crowd. Stay open to surprise. The universe delights in serendipity. You are not required to be like others in order to belong. The community you seek may not look like those you see around you. It may be smaller, slower, more peculiar. Trust your instincts when you feel a flicker of resonance, a sense of homecoming. Follow these threads, even if they seem fragile. If you struggle to find your people, remember that you are allowed to be your own first companion. The more you accept your own company, the less desperate your search becomes. Paradoxically, it is often when you stop striving for connection that true connection finds you. The soul's longing is not satisfied by numbers, but by depth. One friend, truly met, is worth more than 100 shallow acquaintances. If you have even a single confidant, tend to this bond as you would a garden. Water it, weed it, let it lie fallow when needed, and trust it to bloom again. When you feel exposed, imagine yourself as a candle in a dark room. Your light is gentle, not blinding. You do not have to burn at full flame. A flicker is enough. The right people will draw near, not to consume you, but to share in the warmth. The world is always in flux, always reshaping itself. The places that feel inhospitable today may ripen tomorrow. The people who seem distant may, one day, feel like kin. Stay curious. Let your loneliness be a question, not a verdict. What haven't I noticed yet? What might happen if I try again? Connection is not a destination, but a series of crossings. Each attempt, each setback, each small success is a stepping stone. You are building a path, not only for yourself, but for others who feel as lost as you once did. Your courage lights the way. Today, before sleep, recall one moment, however brief, when you felt even a flicker of connection. Let the memory settle in your body. Feel gratitude for this thread, however thin. You are weaving something beautiful, even if you cannot see the whole pattern. In the end, you are both seeker and sanctuary. The loneliness you feel is not a curse, but a summons, a call to become the place you wish to find. As you answer, stone by stone, gesture by gesture, you discover that the bridge you are building is not just for crossing the distance between yourself and others, but for returning home to yourself. Thank you for watching and for walking this path alongside me. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. For high-resolution art, music, and full transcripts, consider joining me on Patreon. Until then, carry these reflections gently with you, and I hope to see you again in the next video.